Hey guys, Tom from VGC here, and today we're going to be continuing these Pokemon Spotlight series for VGC 2017 Pokemon. VGC 2017 format, where the goal is to look at a Pokemon that's doing well in the 2017 format and give you information about it. We're going to be doing this one on Alolan Marowak, which is a Generation 7 regional variant form on need for Generation Pokemon Marowak. It's having a lot of success in the format, and I really want to talk about why. And that's due to some things I'm going to be talking about, like its base stats, its typing, move pools, some sets, and overall stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy it. And as always, leave a like if you enjoy the series, and share it with a friend if you want to. Alright, so let's talk about his base stats. Looking at his base stats, if you look at Marowak's base stats just on its own, you can see it's not a very strong Pokemon. It's 60 HP, 80 attack, 110 defense, 50 special attack, 80 special defense, and 45 speed. So first thing you notice that it doesn't have the strongest attack stat, which is 80 and 50. That base 50 special attack stat, you're not really going to want to be using it anyway due to how low it is compared to 80's attack stat. So Marowak mostly going to be a physical attacker. It's reasonably bulky with the 60, 110, 80 special defensive stats. It can take the physical defensive hits. Special defensive hits, it doesn't really take well, but it's decently bulky, so you can invest bulk into it and it can take a hit. It's also very slow at a base 45 speed test, so it's really going to thrive on the Trick Room, maxing out at 106 speed, which is really slow for a Marowak. Now, looking at its typing, it's a fire and ground type Pokemon, so that means it's weak against 5 types in ground, rock, ghost, water, and dark. But it has a lot of resistance in poison, bug, steel, fire, grass, ice, and fairy. And immunities to normal and fighting. So Marowak has a combined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 types it can effectively switch in on. And flying, electric, psychic, and dragon. So Marowak has a really strong defensive typing, which makes up for that bulk. For that lack of bulk, which is really nice, allowing Marowak to get some really nice switch-ins. Now, the notable moves, the best option is Boomerang, Shadow Bone, Flare Blitz, and Protect. And as you'll see in the sample sets, it's really good for Marowak. The other moves are decent options, which are mostly just coverage moves, or depending on what it is. You have like Will-O-Wisp, Earthquake, Stone Edge, or Rock Slide, Substitute, Parasong, and Endeavor. Will-O-Wisp, Parasong, and Endeavor will make more sense as I go into it later, but Earthquake is like, since Boomerang not a very strong attack, it's only base 50 power and it'll hit twice. You can use Earthquake if you have that damage and you have something Earthquake next to. Stone Edge and Rock Slide are good rock coverage moves. Rock Slide is mainly your spread attack, while Stone Edge is if you just want to get a strong attack right off the bat. Substitute is interesting as we saw a Nashikar get second place with that at the San Jose Regional with Shadow Bone, Flare Blitz, and Protect in those set, which is interesting. And Will-O-Wisp, Parasong, and Endeavor I'll go into later in a sample set, because it's actually pretty good, and it's actually a little gimmicky, but it makes sense in a decent way, as you'll see. Now this first set, FYI, I got these 2 sets off of TrainerTower.com. I'll leave the link to the post that I got it from. It's a really good post, and I recommend you checking it out for good EV spreads. Marowak Healthy Thick Club, its ability is Lightning Rod. The EVs are max HP, 172 attack, 4 defense, 68 special defense, 12 in speed with an adamantine. The moveset is Shadow Bone, Boomerang, Flare Blitz, and Protect. A really good set. Actually, probably one of the best sets. It's designed outside of Trick Room, so if you're running a Trick Room team, I wouldn't recommend this Marowak set, as it's very fast with 12 speed. It's mostly designed for a non-Trick Room team. Which is pretty interesting. The moveset's pretty standard. Shadow Bone and Flare Blitz are your ghost coverage, and Boomerang is a really strong attack to hit. Electric types like Tapu Koko and things that are weak against it. Maybe like electric types and fire types. Take like Tapu Koko and Circuit Tree, and fire types like Arcanine. And you could use it against Marowak, but you're mostly just going to Shadow Bone Marowak if the first chance you get. And the ability is Lightning Rod. You do have like Curse Body, which is, I can't remember the other one, but Curse Body is, Lightning Rod is really nice as it effectively allows Marowak to wall Tapu Koko, as you'll see. As you can see it later. because Tapu Koko electric type moves are immune to Marowak because lightning rod ability, and as a fire type Marowak resists those type fairy type attacks, and it can just bone ring for the knockout. Now damage calcs. You can see this Marowak Flare Blitz will OHKO 252 HP, 252 defense, Cell Stealer with a boosting nature. It'll do 105.8 to 124.5%, which is a guaranteed OHKO, meaning that you can essentially knock out every single Cell Stealer that you come across. And Shadow Bone also knocks out max HP, max defense Tapu Lele with a boosting nature, doing 105 to 125.4%. Also a guaranteed OHKO, meaning that a Shadow Bone onto Tapu Lele will do a lot of damage. And defensively, Marowak has the potential to live max special attack Tapu Lele Psychic and a Psychic terrain with a boosting nature, as it does 84.4 to 99.4%, excuse me, which is guaranteed to a KO. And then you can Shadow Bone for the knockout. And it also lives with Life Orb Tapu, Life Orb Circuitry, Power, Ground type Hidden Power with a boosting nature, max special attack with boosting nature, also holding a Life Orb, and it can Bone Ring for the knockout for a return KO. The second set is a Trick Room Marowak with the Holistic ability Lightning Rod, same one as before because it's Marowak's. It's the best standard one for it. The EVs are max HP, 188 attack, 60 special defense with a brave nature, a 0 IV and speed, allowing Marowak to be as slow as possible, and the same moves before of Shadow Bone, Flare Blitz, Bone Ring, and Protect. It's a pretty simple set. It's designed for Trick Room, which is why you have a hindering speed nature with the lowest IVs that you can go in 0, allowing this Marowak to be as slow as possible to ideally operate under Trick Room. Now, ideally, if you use this Marowak and you're up against a team that's very fast and doesn't want to get set up Trick Room, they'll generally want to focus on your Trick Rooms that are so. If you can guarantee set up Trick Room, what you'll want to do that turn is go for the Protect with Marowak and the Trick Room with its partner if you can. So Marowak can be as slow as possible, which is really nice. The moveset is pretty standard. Go to the damage calcs. Now, you can see Shadow Bone knocks out max HP. Shadow Bone against a Tapu Lele with max HP 4 defense is a guaranteed OHKO, doing 152.5 to 180.7%. This is a guaranteed OHKO, and also knocks out max HP 0 defense Celesteela with does 147 to 173.5%, which is a guaranteed OHKO. You're still knocking out with Flare Blitz against the max HP plus defense ones, but it's just something to keep in mind. And also it lives the same thing. So this set is literally, as you can see, this set literally does the exact same thing the first one does. Only difference is you took the EVs out of any other stat and you dropped it in to make sure Marowak can actually do its job. And just put them all into attack and took some out and added some in defense. Take defensive hits better. Now the second set is a little bit gimmicky. It was suggested in a video done by 2016 World Champion Wolfglick. I'll link that video in the description below. And generally this set's pretty simple. It's a pretty gimmicky set, and I'm going to try to use the notes I got from Wolfglick's. Use from Wolf's video to kind of accurately kind of go through this. So it's like, if you want to know what Marowak does, it's gimmicky, you can try it out with friends. I wouldn't take the competition. Not by a long shot, but it's just something you can try out. Because it's like, alright, they send out a physical attack like a Garchomp. You live the Earthquake, and you burn them. And then, okay, they'll take you down to HP. Then you endeavor them to get rid of their HP. And then the burn chips their damage away. And then when they have 2 Pokemon left, you perish some. And then you kind of stall out your turns. The Citrus Bear and why you have a Cursed Body abilities, because they go for like a physical attack, like a Mug goes for a knockoff or something, attack into you, and it hurts. You can live it, and you'll potentially get the Cursed Body off, which is actually pretty cool. Going into some defensive spreads, Marowak will live a -1 max attack Garchomp Earthquake with a neutral nature. Does 40.7 to 50.2%, which is 100% chance to 3-hit KO after the Citrus Berry recovery, which is pretty cool. Allows Marowak to take those hits. And a max attack Garchomp Earthquake with a neutral nature against this Marowak does 64.6 to 76.6%, which is a guaranteed 2-hit KO after Citrus Berry recovery, which is pretty cool. It's more of a gimmicky set because it's like if your opponent's like you want to like I know exactly what your Marowak gonna do. You're gonna either Shadow Bone, Bone Breaker, Flare Blitz, or Protect. Like that's your moveset. I can get in. That's what it is. Nope. I have Will-O-Wisp and Devon Parasol. And also have Protect. But I have those three. Pretty cool. Now items to consider. Thick Club and Citrus Berry are honestly the only two options. Citrus Berry is recommended on a supported Marowak that I showed in the first set. Thick Club doubles your base attack stat, but the thing is, like, Thick Club is honestly the best item for Marowak, and you can double its attack stat, which outclasses many items like Life Orb in terms of damage, where you generally want to use Citrus Berry covers, support it. You could use Assault Vest, but you're not really gaining much from it. You could use Choice Scarf, but generally, if you're going to use like Choice Scarf, then you want your life to get fast. You can either max out its speed and use a Jolly Nature, which is pretty interesting. Or you can use this Tame to make Marowak go for it as quickly as possible. You can moves like Trick Room, Tailwind, Ice One, basically speed control to help Marowak out. That's honestly the only way you can use Marowak, like the items like Thick Club like 99% of the time, and then Citrus Berry just for fun. So basically, Thick Club is like always the best one. Now, partners for Marowak, Tapu Koko is a pretty cool partner as thanks to Marowak's Lightning Rod ability, Tapu Koko can use their charge to safely spam it, and Marowak's Lightning Rod ability means that Marowak can redirect the electric type attack going into it and get this +1 special attack move, and Tapu Koko can see discharge. And I wouldn't recommend Thunderbolt. I even wouldn't recommend going for Protect with Thunderbolt because it still redirects it 100%. Only way to use Thunderbolt with Tapu Koko and Marowak is to get the Marowak off the field. Porygon 2 is also a good partner as you can use Trick Room to help Marowak move it first as quickly as possible. Gastrodon pretty cool because its Storm Drain ability protects Marowak from these water type attacks. From water type attacks like Scald, and it takes away one of Marowak's weaknesses. Oranguru is a pretty cool partner because it can use Trick Room as well as its move Instruct to help Marowak repeat its move. So you can double Shadow Ball, double Flare Blitz, double Bone Rank if you want. Tapu Bulu is a grass type to handle problematic water type, as well as providing the grassy terrain we can remove Earthquake from the likes of Garchomp and opposing Crocodile. Celesteela can reliably switch in on super effective moves that threaten Marowak, mainly Rock, except Rock, but Celesteela is bulky so it can take that. Ground is a flying type, so it's immune. Water, it's bulky. Dark, and I think that's it. And also Ghost, it can switch on decently. And this Marowak also has the Lightning Rod ability to protect Celesteela from super effective electric type moves like Tapu Koko and Circuitry and Alolan Marowak and stuff like that. How do you want to beat Marowak? Alolan Marowak's a 50-50 play as it's literally a mining game. Whichever Marowak can use Shadow Bone first will KO the other Z's. Mostly because it's Marowak versus Marowak. If you can whichever Marowak manages to use Shadow Bone and connect with the other Marowak because it's like an accuracy, so they connect guaranteed, you'll knock out the other Marowak. Garchomp is a problem for Marowak because it threatens Marowak with Earthquake or remove Tectonic Rage, which is actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Shadow Bone still does a lot to Garchomp in return, which is something, but Earthquake or Tectonic Rage won't handle Marowak for free. Gastrodon, why it can help out Marowak, is also a problem for Marowak because Scald and Gastrodon being a water type. It won't enjoy a Shadow Bone as much, which is kind of the thing. Kind of the theme of this, as Marowak can help out. While Marowak has friends, Marowak's friends can also become enemies if they're used by the opponent. Gyarados can outspeed and KO Marowak with Waterfall, and also has Intimidate to weaken Marowak's damage output. Although Marowak, it can outspeed Marowak and knock off the take its Thick Club away, and severely weaken its damage output, which is pretty cool. Araquanid can use the move Liquidation to OHKO Marowak, or to remove Hydro Vortex with ease, and underspeeds it under Trick Room since Araquanid is naturally slower than Marowak. Kartana, if it carries Nice Ledge, can OHKO Marowak, or it can put it in range for Flare Blitz recoil. Because if Marowak races Kartana, it'll want to go for Flare Blitz, and that's really cool because it can carry Nice Slash, and if it doesn't knock out, it'll put Marowak in range to take out Flare Blitz and go for 1v1, and go for a 1-for-1 trade with the Marowak and Kartana. The Golduck plus Pelipper and Rain in general is really good against Marowak, like Politoed's in there too, because they can join with Marowak with strong water type moves, and also packs the Rain to weaken Marowak's fire type attacks. Because generally, most people, if they see Gold Up Pelipper, unless they have a really good reason, Marowak will generally stay on the bench and let the other 4 Pokemon handle the Gold Up Pelipper team. Alright, so in conclusion, Marowak is a very slow Pokemon that can function both in and out of Trick Room. While it has very limited moves it can realistically run, as I shown earlier, it really has 4 moves that it runs. And like maybe a couple extra as more like a special case. And with the right support, Marowak, which isn't hard to add, as I have shown, there's a lot of common Pokemon that Marowak can handle, that Marowak can work with, Marowak can be a major threat. So I hope you enjoyed this. You can check out the playlist in the description below for the other one, as I did with Garchomp. And I'll see you guys next time. You can read the article if you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.